Welcome to the Militia gaming community. I'm Trigger, and this video is just a little bit different. We are talking about the real reason why Need for Speed Heat was abandoned by the devs and EA altogether. Let's go. Alright, if you're looking for a level 50 crew in Need for Speed Heat, this video is talking about the game being abandoned, but I'm talking about it from the developer and the publisher standpoint. There's tons of players still playing the game, and we have a Discord full of them that are recruiting players to their level 50 crew. So if you're looking for a level 50 crew, click the Discord link in the description down below and follow the instructions to find yourself a crew. Alright, let's get into it. Need for Speed Heat was released on November 8th of 2019. It received one content update in March of 2020 with 2 cars and a cross-platform update in June of 2020, and that's it. They completely abandoned the game, added basically nothing from its initial release, and officially announced that the June 19th update was the final update for the game, as they are switching their focus to the next game in the franchise. The game technically got about 7 months of support, but realistically, it only had 2 major updates, and I can't even really call them major. We got 2 cars and we got cross-platform, and that was it, along with a few bug fix patches in between. Now you may be thinking 7 months of support? That doesn't seem like very long at all, especially considering games like The Crew 2 and Forza Horizon 4 have gotten tons of support for well over a year, and in The Crew 2's case, they are starting year number 3 of content. 7 months? Really? But if you compare that to the 2 previous Need for Speed games, you'll see that this is standard practice for EA. Need for Speed in 2015 was released in November, and the last update for that game was the following April, which is only 5 months of support. Then in November of 2017, Need for Speed Payback was released, and they continued support until June of 2018, which again is only 7 months of support. This is the schedule they are on, and Heat was no different, except those games got several content updates, and Payback in particular had 4 content drops that included 8 new cars and several game modes. What was different about Payback? Why did they keep adding things to that game within those 7 months, and they virtually ignored Heat? The answer? Payback had a microtransaction system that enabled players to basically purchase the visual upgrades with real money. Oh, so you can just pay real money and get the upgrades you want for your car? No. You have to buy what's called a shipment, and hopefully the currency you get from that shipment was enough to get the visual upgrades you wanted to purchase. As you can imagine, there are many players out there who will take this route instead of grinding the game and earning the currency through playtime, thus making EA more money. Need for Speed Heat had no microtransactions, at least not any that the players could actually repeat for their game. There was literally no post-launch monetization strategy. Ghost Games did not build into the mechanics of the game a way to give players a shortcut because, well, the game was already pretty short. But in Payback, the upgrade system was convoluted, time-consuming, and based on RNG. It took time to earn enough currency to buy the things that you wanted, and so they were able to provide you with a shortcut and charge you for it. It was the least liked feature of the game, which made it feel like a computer firewall company creating a virus for your computer and then charging you to buy their software that removes it. It's not a great situation to be in, but Heat really didn't do it any better. It didn't offer the players anything to purchase after the game launched, which likely caused EA to fire Ghost Games and bring back Criterion just a few months after it released. So what am I getting at? Well, simply put, the real reason Need for Speed Heat was abandoned was money. It was more profitable for EA to hire a studio to create the next Need for Speed game selling for $60 each than it is for them to ask the current studio to build a monetization plan post-launch. And besides, if they added a store after we were already playing the Heat for a couple of months, the player base would have been pissed off and it likely would have not been successful anyways. This was a business decision on EA's part, and I would not be surprised if we saw some sort of post-launch monetization plan for the next game. maybe a motor pass like the Crew 2, or just the ability to purchase in-game currency to use on visual upgrades. I'm not really 100% sure on this, but what I am sure is that EA will only make decisions based on a potential financial result. So let's cross our fingers that the game devs can create something amazing that we want to purchase so that it gets more support than the previous 3 games. If they fail to make something attractive that we want to spend money on, EA will once again abandon the next Need for Speed only a few months after it releases, and we will not get the game that we want. I want to be able to play a Need for Speed game for more than 7 months. Alright, let me know what you guys are thinking about the next Need for Speed and about this topic. I'm curious your thoughts on why you think the devs abandoned Need for Speed Heat so close after it released. So let me know in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching. Shout out to all the Militia subs. I will catch you on the next one. Trigger out.